Bibi, have you ever wondered why ID Cabasa bettered the Reimagine series? Have you ever wondered why?
I actually gave it some thoughts because I've got some questions about about the series. So we're gonna get into that a little bit later on. But I figured that maybe it was your way of trying to incorporate the new generation into something legendary that we all know and that we all love. But I do want to hear it from you. Why did you?
Well, I think you got a part of it.
Okay.
So for me, I'm in that stage of my life that I'm not really about what a lot of young people are looking for, which is to blow.
Yeah. Been there, done that.
If I say I want to blow now, it's like me, I want to saying I want to die.
It's like, I beg, no stress me.
So for me, it's more about the eternal value of what I'm doing, which is the essence. A lot of times we pass the test of popularity, but we fail the test of essence. Where the long game, you understand? So that is a part of it. Then there's the part also which is about the culture. If you notice, people are trying to, let me use the word, reimagine what Afrobeat is in terms of the story, the narratives around it. We all had Akon. What Akon?
Yeah, said. I saw your response to that.
You understand? Before Akon said that, some other people have started suggesting, almost like trying to suggest to us that Afrobeat is not ours. That they named Afrobeat, they did all of this. And what I found out is, if we don't own our narratives, if we don't tell where we are coming from, we are lost where we are. Now, this does not mean that people should keep the sound. No. But I'm just saying the narratives around it, the history and all of those things. So that was one of the major reason for me why I said, okay, if we think that nobody paved the way, or we think that this sound just came from
nowhere,
let me remind you guys that this, you understand, and at the same time, the legends are getting angry that they are not being respected. The young guys are saying that the legends are doing too much. For me, rather than having all of those fights, why not let us collaborate? So I felt, let the young guys come on what some of these legends have done, and let us imagine that this is 2000, this is 2007, and all of that.
Okay, awesome.
Wonderful.
Yeah, that's immense. That's immense. That's huge.
Absolutely. We have got more with ID Cabasa. We're going to be picking his brains. I've got some questions for you about the Reimagine series because, we've got to get to the bottom of a couple of things.
I know, right? Let's play another one. And I love this one. Like, growing up, I was the biggest Star Plus fan.
Oh,
so when I heard that the Olufemi Reimagine popped up, I was like this. I gotta listen to it because I love the original version.
Right.
So I want to hear what it is that was created with the Reimagine, and I have to say ID Cabasa, I was not disappointed. Like the love I have for the original stands still, but the love that I feel for this one, for the Reimagine is something exactly.
You tune in to the Max Hits right here on 102.3 FM with me, BB Ray, and of course Real Skills. We're hanging out with you all the way up until 3 p.m.
Yes.
And in the studio right now is none other than the legendary
ID Cabasa. Yes.
We're sitting down, we're picking his brains. Now that particular song was probably my favorite off the Reimagined.
Oh, are you serious?
Yes, it was my favorite because just like you, I am a huge Style Plus fan, right?
Nice.
So with the release of the Reimagined, I was like, oh my God, I hope they're not going to butcher it. Like, please God, let it live up to my expectations. And I think it did. But I do think the first time I listened to it, yes, let's get into it. Okay, the first time I listened to it, I was like, wait, hold on. We've got these romantic voices that are serenading the microphone. We've got Bodge, we've got Fireboy, we've got Joe Boy.
Yeah.
We've got Big Cloud. It's like, wait, what? And I opened up my Twitter, and I was not alone. A lot of people were talking about, does Odumodu fit on this song? Because Odumodu comes through with a sort of like brash, big, bad, rugged energy to a love song. So as the orchestrator of the Reimagined, obviously, picking these artists on your song, what made you decide to go with Odumodu? Because I would have loved to hear like maybe a Vector, a romantic rapper. You know what I mean?
Or maybe M.I. Abaga.
Or maybe an M.I. Exactly.
So question: do you think every Nigerian can afford 3 square meals? So there is a perception that we all keep, and we stick to those opinions, and we think that is the map of the world. Map of the world in terms of we think that is how.
The only way to do it.
So for me, we were trying to tell a story. You know, we presented 4 guys, 4 different characters. We presented Fireboy. If you had watched the video, then you will see the different characters that we presented. Fireboy was saying in the song, "Only you, they my corner, they my circle too." But right in the video, you could see 2 other girls. Right in that corner.
His circle and his square.
So that is to tell you, this one is a playboy. We brought Odumodu in.
Yeah.
Because sincerely, if you go to the streets, if you feel the pulse of the streets, that is how they express
love.
I'm being sincere with you.
Yeah.
And if you listen to Odu,
a little bit rugged.
So we need to also know that these guys too also fall in love. It is not always. In fact, one of
there's love on the streets of Lagos.
Can you imagine and Big Kala falling in love with the girl and calling the girl and trying to, and if you notice in the video, the girl was not even giving him any sort of audience. He was trying to, soft girl like you, she was trying to rebuff him. Then we brought in,
like you.
Yeah, so we brought in the softest of them all, Budge. But like Kaka's wife said, Kaka was too perfect. Budge was too perfect for the play. We brought Joe Boy, which is in between Budge and Fireboy.
Yeah.
She still said no. Now guess who she now followed?
Big Kala.
No. She went with the OG.
Hey!
So technically, it's a story we're trying to tell. At the end of the day, when you're going to make the decisions to fall in love, what are the decisions you are making? She's not sure of Fireboy because she knows of the
He's a player.
playboy tendency. She's not even listening to Big Kala, which in a way, you guy that you're on the streets, that you feel that is the best way to go. This is how ladies will react. Because I'm an artist, I'm a storyteller. We're trying to tell a story, we're trying to create, but it's like if I create it in such a way that you can guess how it's going to end, then that means I'm not being creative. So once in a while, if you see some beautiful artworks, you just see black, white, or you just see one blue on it. It's not a mistake.
It's intentional.
Times, let's be sincere with ourselves. That is what we focus on. Even if it is this small. And that was why most of the focus was on Odumodu. And Odumodu did justice when we started.
I agree. Actually, I do agree.
Stood with, you understand? It really helped us to push this on.